welcome to NWA Powerrr Season 7, Episode 2. I actually botched that 3 times and had to redo this 3 times because I kept forgetting. Welcome to NWA. Now, before I get started, I am going to talk about one thing beforehand, and this is a request by one of my subscribers asking my thoughts on ROH's last show before they go away, which they have already, and they're supposed to come back in April next year. Final Battle. Now, I'm not doing a full review. This is just my thoughts on the last match of the show. I will say that looking at the show, because I did see it, I saw it. The matches were okay. Seeing what happened with the Briscoes and FTR, why weren't they on Dynamite, was a big question. Maybe they will be on this Rampage, which I will be doing a review of, but still, seeing that was interesting. Now, Jay Lethal versus Jonathan Gretchen, which is Jordan Grace's actual husband. Now, I did see them both on another show, on another promotion. I can't remember the name of it. But they were challenging for like another title and working as a man and wife. I don't understand why he's in with Impact Wrestling. I think it would be better if both of them worked together there. But he is in New Japan Pro Strong, so there you go. The match itself, I will say, was quite good with Jay Lethal. Supposedly they have some good story. They have a good history together, as Jonathan is the octopus. That's what he's recognized as. He done very well, very good work. So did Jay Lethal. And in the end, they were fighting over the original first version of the ROH title instead of the current version, which was actually quite nice to see. They decided to go back to square one, decided to go back to the beginning since they are ending, which I do recommend you see that last match of the night. Taking away from anything else, just seeing that match, if you haven't seen it yet, I would recommend you see it. I personally, what I did, I found a site and I downloaded the damn thing. Because no matter if ROH does come back or not, it's going to be different. So I thought I'd get the older version of their last pay-per-view, and I managed to find a place I could download it. Surprising. In the end, Jonathan Gretchen had won the title. He was very emotional. His wife was there, and it was special. That meant something. Still kind of wish that he was in Impact, no matter if he won the match or not, because they could use another wrestler in the X Division. And in the main title picture, the guy isn't a small guy. He's a good wrestler. He looks like he can do some really good work, and they could have some new blood there, but that's just me. This is about NWA. Now, we got a lot of show here. This is supposedly after Hard Times 2, so when it came down to it, we got a lot of content here. We had a lot of interviews. The first interview we had with, let me see if I can go in order when it comes to these interviews. We had the End talking, and now they're going to be doing a 3-man tag team, and now they have the Jax Dean on their side, and they want to go into the new division. I think that's going to be on NWA USA. They're going to have a division there for 3-man tag, so it might be 6-man tag team from now on. Well, this is going to be interesting. If they are going to come out with a title that's for 3 men on YouTube, and you'll be able to see for free, I think it'll get somewhere. That sounds like it'll be interesting. Then we had the little part about, well, when it comes to Melina saying that she is not going to stop until she gets that title, and that she doesn't hate Camille, she gets inspired by her, is interesting. Doesn't mean it's going to be great. It's going to depend on how they're going to book it on regular NWA TV, and will it filter over to USA. NWA USA on YouTube. It's going to be a question of whatever they produce here is going to filter onto that show. That's going to be a question. And will it be a 1-hour show continually, or will it be a 30-minute show? Is it going to be another hour, just like regular Power, or is it going to be a 30-minute show? I don't know. We'll find out soon enough. I'm just interested in that. Then you have Natalia Volkovisha. I don't even know how to pronounce her last name. She's supposed to be Russian or Ukrainian or whatever, and the woman is thick. I've seen her before at Hard Times 2. She came out during one of the matches. The girl is thick. She's beautiful. She's not ugly. And she seems to have a good accent. She seems to talk well. I don't know if she can wrestle yet. And this is what a lot of people's going to see. They're going to see blonde, pretty face, big set of titties, and a gorgeous body, but can she seem to be able to talk? But can she hold a very lengthy promo? Can she do a good interview other than the interview she did? And can she wrestle? That is going to be a big question. Just because the girl is thick with a nice body does not mean she's going to be able to wrestle her ass off. She's not like a Selena Deeps when she used to be on WWE TV in the straight edge society. And yes, the girl had big boobs, but the girl could wrestle her ass off. The question is going to be, can Natalya do that? I'm just saying. Now, first thing we're going to talk about will be, also we had two more, and that was with Murdoch being pissed off at what happened with Knox, as well as you wonder we're going to go with Tom Latimer and the Nick Aldis, because it looks like it should be over, but it's not over because he made sure it's not over yet. I'm just saying. First thing, we had a match between Kratos and Stevens versus the Dirty Sexy Boys of AJTG and the Dirty Dango. I believe I have a shot of him in my face where he's by himself gyrating like an old Elvis. If you don't know who Elvis Presley is, I'm just saying. And you can see that this is you can see how long my hair is and how gray it is. But anyway, was the match good? Yeah, it was. Those two know each other. See it like this. 3 of the 4 people in that match know each other well. This is really interesting. When it came to Aaron Stevens, he knows Fandango, Dirty Dango, and JTG. He was in the company at the time with them. So all 3 of these guys knew each other from one company, and Kratos probably knew them all outside the company, I think. I don't know. This is not about the match quality being bad. It was fine. The match quality was great. It was okay. This is about what Aaron Stevens is acting like. And when the match was over and it was all about Kratos destroying JTG, you see Aaron Stevens outside the ring talking about, this is what I'm talking about. This is garbage. This is this. This is that. It's not about that. This is about the interview afterward with Kratos saying, I knew this is my brother in arms. This is my brother. We may never go out and have a beer. We may never see the same stuff. And his stuff, I'm not going to lie, it's kind of weird. But we go by W's. That's all that matters. We go by W's, and now we're going to get it. And then when the interview is practically over, Aaron Stevens, who's got black eyeliner, looking, winking, and then walking away and saying, that's what I'm talking about. What does this mean? Has he turned insane? Yeah. Is he doing a bit of the old stick like he did when it came to the... Oh man, I forgot his catchphrase in WWE. The intellectual savior of the masses, at the time, I'm not even going to say his name, but Aaron Stevens looks like he's referred back to that. Now, is that an interesting... When it comes to him being like that, is it good to see a rehashing of what he's done before? Not necessarily good. Now, he did it by himself, Damien Sandow, when he was Damien Sandow, before he became Ms. Sandow, it wasn't a bad gimmick. Let's be honest. It wasn't a bad gimmick, thank you. No, but it is a rehashing what he's done before. Now, he did do a little bit of this when he was with The Question until he did the Kung Fu bit or karate bit. In this situation, he's using the beginning of that, and hopefully he will expand from it. And this kind of goes with what I got at Impact Wrestling when it came to inspiration. And I'm sure I'm going to get comments, especially after that video that I put up, and I've already responded to those comments, and anyone says I don't say anything, yes I do. When it comes to Aaron Stevens, he's rehashing what he has. As I said with inspiration, they're rehashing what they did. I'm hoping he will expand on it. And he has done something different before. So he was the good guy who now has rehashed his old stuff because he's now changed his persona. Now, is it good work? Not all the time. It's not bad here, but still, he's going from being a really good guy after the Question died as his real friend. He's now decided to change his persona back to a heel to work with Kratos as a bad guy, a nutty heel based on the Damien Sandow intellectual savior of the masses. Now, is it great? No, maybe he will expand on it. But like I said with inspiration, they said, and I repeat this again, if anyone says, how can you say this when you don't talk about anyone when they're doing a rehashing? Well, I just did. So don't say nothing, my friend, because I just did talk about Damien, aka Aaron Stevens, rehashing his old stuff, but he did something different beforehand. And he didn't say in an interview, like when it came to Jessica McCoy, that me and my best friend were going to make some new material, and they just went to Impact Wrestling and did the same old material first with the damn title in their pocket, and guess what they're doing? Nothing, because you didn't see anything new from them, and on top of that, they didn't give them a real storyline with Tennille Dashwood or a Madison Rayne. They just threw it out there, and they didn't show it on Impact TV. I'm just saying. Now, let's move on. Kiera Hogan and a Mickie James versus the Hex for the NWA Women's title. Now, this is where it could have been very interesting. I would have thought, because of that good match, they had a damn good match on Hard Times 2. I thought that this might be interesting. Yes, I didn't expect them to win, but at least they should have done an interview beforehand saying that we're on the same page and we are going to go after the Hex. We can win these titles. And even if they lost afterward, I would have expected, hey, we are going to go after the NWA titles. We're not giving up. This is going to work. No, we got a good match. But then you get Mickie James telling a wonderful Kiera Hogan what to do, and the match went wrong. It went sideways. They lost. And then a Kiera Hogan's pissed at a Mickie James for telling her what to do, and it didn't work. So I'm going like, there's only like two possibilities here. Two. One, they're turning this into a feud again because they really don't have anything for Kiera or Kiera, and they want to give her a possibility to do something on NWA TV, so you will have something between them, and Mickie James will squash her eventually. Or this is an opportunity because by the time Hard Times 2 happens, you may have Kiera Hogan going back to Impact Wrestling, and this could be the feud for her to springboard herself back in Impact, where she could be signed. Maybe she'll still work with NWA. She will get signed there, or at least work there for a little bit, where she could be going after the Impact title. Because this could be a way for her to get there, so she can go after the title if Mickie James retains. Because they could still say Mickie James and Kiera Hogan have a past. They are very close together, and this is her chance to try and get the title on Impact TV, where she will be there and maybe get signed again. I'm just saying. Now, Sal Renaro. What the fuck? What the fuck was I looking at? After what happened in Hard Times 2, where he got destroyed by... What did I just witness? With the Judas. He's in the ring. Well, let me crank this back. He comes out. He tells the Sinister Minister and Judas, he sees the light. Let me join you. Please be my teacher, be my Lord, be my everything. And it's Father Mitchell and says, you know what, you want to join us? Get in the damn ring with Judas. There's a couple of things we need to see that you're going to do. First, he barks like a dog. Then he kisses the boots of Judas. Then he lets him choke slam him. And then finally, after Judas drags him out of the ring and on the floor, and I think I'll have a shot of that in my face, he lifts him up and he says to him, and this is the Sinister Minister to Saronaro, if you want to really join us, you need to drink the blood of where we come from. He brings out a gauntlet, like a cup, not cup, a glass. And then he lets him drink from it. And that's going to be in my face, where you see, well, it's supposed to be wine, but it's supposed to be blood wine. He drinks it. He's choking, but he's smiling. And you're going, what the fuck did I just witness? What the fuck? Dude, I'm going, what am I looking at? Wait, what? This went sideways so fast. They didn't even give this 2 weeks to build, and that is not good. I would have liked to see this built over 2 or 3 weeks. Now, of course, next week is going to be their Power Surge Christmas special, because it's going to be next week, Tuesday, and they're not going to have anything, so I'm not surprised. But they could do something after that. But I guess they wanted to make sure that it's not forgotten, that it's already set up. So when they do come back in January, they'll be ready. Well, I think they'll have something on the next week after Christmas. So I could be wrong. But they're setting this up now. And I think it's kind of being rushed. I'm not lying. It feels rushed and it shouldn't be rushed. That's just me. You guys can tell me below what you think. Now, the last thing that we're going to talk about. Well, I know I could talk about the Tyrus crew and now recruiting Marshe Rockett, as well as Black G's becoming an executive for not only his company, Black G's Inc., but also the Austin Idol Corporation. I know those are not the names of them, but I'm just saying. I'm going to leave that for when they come back, because I need to see where they're going to go with Marshe Rockett and Black G's. I'm leaving it. Now, Billy Corgan comes out. This is the last thing I'm talking about. Billy Corgan comes out. He's saying he's not happy about what happened with Mike Knox. But he said, even though he's got heat in the back for letting this guy who's not even signed here come, do what he's done to the champ, and messed over Pope, he has to own up to it. So he came out and faced it, owned up to it. There you go. This is what you got. Then, once Mike and the Matt Cardona comes out and trying to justify what happened, fine. I'm cool with it. It works. I'm not saying it's perfect, but it's not bad. And he's supposed to have a match with Pope, but Pope is out. And he says, I'll leave it as an open challenge. Anybody want to comes out? Come on, but nobody wants this. So they go to the ring. And he tells the ref to start counting because no one shows up. Count it out as a win. So Mims comes out. And this is Mims' moment. And that is what I'm going to title this next to the ROH talk. I'm going to say ROH talk and Mims' moment, because this was Mims' moment. I have never heard Mims talk much. Not saying he can't talk. It's just he hasn't talked much. This was the first time we actually heard Mims. Now, mind you, it was a little choppy. A little bit choppy. Because he paused a little bit too much during the talk. But he made it very clear. It was well done. Mims said clearly, I'm angry at you guys for what you did, coming into my house, coming to NWA, and then insulting us, doing what you did to our champ, but then you go after the Pope, a guy that I respect who's my mentor, a guy who is selfless, because when he was in the back, when he wasn't even fighting, he wasn't doing anything. You know what he was doing? He wasn't pimping him and trying to make money for himself. He was trying to make money for his charity, trying to get donations, because he wanted to help the people around the world and in Florida. He wanted to help those people. And you laid his ass out. He's done. But the kicker that gets me is that the Pope's not worried about coming back. The Pope is not worried about not being able to feel his legs anymore. He's worried about not making enough money for those people that he's donating for. And I'm mad at you for that. I'm going to come and whip some ass. And then you see Kyle Davis say, go whip that ass. And then you hear a very, very vocal Velvet Sky. Now, Velvet, gotta say this, Velvet is not always great on the mic. There's not always a moment where she sounds a little shill, a little bit annoying. Yes, she's a gorgeous woman. She's earned her accolades as a former champion from Impact Wrestling. She has her moments when she can talk and when she was able to wrestle. And dressed as she is, She's still a sexy woman with a great pair of boobs and very sweet. I know that woman is sweet. And if, I'm saying this again, if Bully Ray, the guy who plays Bully Ray, fucks this woman over, I think a lot of guys would just go and kick his ass no matter how big he is. Because a lot of people like Velvet Sky. But she made it very clear, I am pissed off. Pope is my friend. And I am angry what he did to him. I am angry Mike Knox and Matt Cardona did this. I am pissed. And it came at the right time. Then we get the match. Now, this was Mims' moment. I knew he was not going to win this. This is not about Mims winning and getting over in that respect. Mims got over because of the way he talked. Not about the match quality. Now, Mims is not a bad wrestler. I actually like Mims. I do. I like big Mims. Big ass Mims. But I knew he wasn't going to win. And he lost here, which was fine. He had to lose. Because they got to do something for Mike Knox. They got to do something for Matt Cardona. And building in not only for Trevor Murdoch, because they want the damn title, each one of them, but also to make the build-up for the Pope eventually coming back. Pope's going to come back eventually, even if it takes a month or two. The story with the Pope and Knox and Cardona, counting if they're still there, is not over. So this was a good show. Now, I hope you enjoyed this. Please give me a comment below. Tell me if you're alright about me adding in ROH and Final Battle's last match. You want me to elaborate more? Before I do the Rampage, say something below and I may add it in. Just tell me how you feel. Hopefully this will be up. Well, this should be easily uploaded well before Rampage comes out, because it does come out at 10. This shouldn't take too long, like about 30 minutes to edit and another 15 to 20 minutes to render it. Because remember, guys, a wrestling YouTuber, if he does his own work like I do, it takes almost an hour to make the video, edit the video, render the video, and then upload the video. If you don't know that, now you know. Peace.